couple hours. Traveling with my son, 3 years old, and my ex. You leave Penn Station, and it's city, industrial, industrial, white trash, industrial, white trash, city, suburb, field, farm, field, cornfield, soy field, barn, cow, cornfield. America has a lot of fucking cornfields. Holy shit. And you're on this Amtrak train. And you meet the stupidest people in the world. Holy shit, you're stupid. Wow, that still exists. I meet a whole family of Mennonites. They're one step up from Amish. Because they believe you can take a train. I don't remember reading that in scripture. But I kind of skimmed it after a while. It's a big fucking book. Army people, right? Then you meet the most brilliant people. It's supposed to be 3 days and a couple hours. The train is 1 day and 1 hour late. Damn, that's late. That's third world country late. You know, the train will be here on Wednesday. And people are pissed. So get to their station, they expect the train to be relatively on time. Then it's an hour late. Then it's 2 hours late. Now it's 6 hours late, let's go to dinner. Now it's 12 hours late, you're like, motherfuckers. 25 hours late. Wow. The stupidest people you can ever meet. And then the most brilliant people you can ever meet. Because you have to be able to spend 4 days. This is like the poor man's cruise ship. I met a poet. I said, do you ever have something published? He hands me the current edition of Paris Review. Like, damn. And I read his poem and it was pretty good. Damn. Imagine going on Amtrak to network. And most people just sit in their seat the whole time, right? There's an observation deck. The whole thing is glass. It's like glass from the waist up, right? It's amazing. You're sitting there and your retinas are just filling with cornfield. 12 hours of this shit. Cornfield, let's get lunch. Cornfield. It's cleaning your brain. It's like a blank slate, tabula rasa. I went to a good high school. Fuck it, I did. Frank McCourt was my English teacher. It's filling the retinas and you're wiping your brain clean and you're like, oh shit, people go to India. People take mushrooms and peyote, ayahuasca, and ibogaine. To clean you go to a psychotherapist. You know, study with somebody who studied with Young. All right. And you're blank. My son, he loves trains. At night, he'd sleep in a Thomas the Train sleeping bag at my feet. During the day, he'd take a Thomas train and run up and down the aisles of the train for 4 days. On his iPad, he's playing train apps. And then we get to San Francisco. We're in the future. You know, you're traveling like this, you can feel every fucking bump, every coolie hitting a spike, every drunk Irish guy not doing the job properly. Because fuck it, people died on this job. It's like a first union job. Get it? You're in the past. Now you get to San Francisco. You're in the future. The guy who was putting me up had 2 smartwatches. Like, why do you have two smartwatches? Well, one's for my bodily functions, the other one I didn't really understand. So I'm embarrassed to ask. Then he had a smartphone. Then he had something between a smartphone and an iPad. Then he had an iPad. Then he had two laptops. Then he had one desktop. Then he had a server with fans going 24 hours a day. Like, damn, how much computing do you need? The fuck do you do for a living? He goes, I defend reporters from the NSA. Oh shit, my bad, maybe you do need that shit. In fact, get a bigger server. Get a server to protect that server. I don't feel so comfortable staying at your house. Because I've been in jail. But that's another story. And then we come back. Now you know what you're in for. 4.5 days of... And it's city, 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 etc., until you hit hill, 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 plain, hill, hill, mountain, mountain. Rocky fucking mountains. Holy shit. We go through the Donner Pass. That's some shit. White people ate white people. That's cannibalism. I love hearing those stories. Fuck, recycle. Fuck, you didn't plan ahead, and now it's gonna take you longer to wipe out the Indians. All right. Too deep? So I get to Colorado, right? We go through the longest tunnel. It's like 10 minutes in a tunnel. That's like the Lincoln Tunnel if there's a crash, right? And then we get to Denver. Everybody gets out and they're smoking. I don't think it was Denver. It was town in Colorado. Everybody's smoking weed. And I'm like, I'm not doing that shit. They might bring on dogs. The next stop. And a family of 15 cowboys get on. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm sitting there, I paid for 3 seats, right? My kid's sleeping on the floor and there's an empty seat, it looks like. They go, you gotta move over. I go, I paid for that seat. Then there's a hush. He goes, you can't talk to my mother that way. I say, I can talk to her any way I fucking please. I paid for the fucking seat. And now I realize I'm gonna have to fight cowboys. These motherfuckers work out. They have a pickup truck that's actually dirty, all right? But luckily you're not fighting 15 people. You're only fighting 2 people. It's right, left. They can't get past the aisle, right? It's right, left. So here's the plan. And I have to hit the biggest guy first. You don't go for the second biggest guy. You take out the biggest guy, right? Sorry, that's what I heard in the video game. So they're coming closer. I'm like, are you threatening me? Call the conductor! I said call the motherfucker conductor! Because now I know help is on the way. You know, a whole other row of white people aren't going to be like not pushing the button. So now it's like down to time. Maybe I got 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I'm like, all right, who wants to go first? And it's a stare down, but this is like serious because I have to stare right, then I have to stare left. Without looking wimpy, you know. And in my mind, I'm like, I will fuck you up. I will take out your fucking eyes. And then I will eat them. I'll pretend I'm Haitian. I will spit your half-eaten eye into boiling water. Oil made from a goat. Blah, blah, blah. The conductor comes. He goes, what's the problem? I go, these people are picking on me because I'm an Indian. Now it goes double silent in the car. You can hear all the white sphincters go. And I go, they killed 5.5 million Indians and that's not enough. Now it's like triple silence, right? Go, I'm sorry, sir, I'm sorry. Let's take you another car. That's right. So I get a private car. Now you're seeing cornfield, 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 cornfield. But you're seeing it out of a picture window. It's like you're first class, looking out of a mirror. Look at that, Matisse's last. Oh, he was in a wheelchair, bullshit. Then we get to Iowa. Fairfield, Iowa. That's where the Beatles guru is centered. Imagine you're the Beatles, you're fucking world famous acid heads. You're taking acid, right? You're changing pop music, that's crazy. You're making it possible for Pink Floyd to be here. And you're in a town of 5,000 people. 2,000 of them are meditators. They have really good Indian in this town, which is strange for a town of 5,000. David Byrne goes there and does TM, right? It's a little bit, you know, with money. The basis of TM is this. Everybody, you're gonna count down from 10. Now let's do it for real. I'm gonna count down from 10. As I count down, you're relaxing your body. 10. And you're becoming more relaxed. 9. It's like there's a waterfall hitting the top of your head, washing away. You're giggling. It's so cold you can't take it. 8. You're having the most incredible sex of your life. Whoa, that's crazy. 7. Okay, it's like that. So you're hanging out in this town and it's weird, man. And then you realize that trip's gonna come to an end. You're pulling back into New York City. New York City is like a heavy drug. It's hard to leave. It's hard to kick the habit of New York City. So every time I drive over the George Washington Bridge, I feel like I'm escaping the atmosphere. Go Amtrak. If you have 4.5 days. Or Chick-fil-A.